Analysis coming right up. The IRS seizing bank accounts from Americans on suspicion alone without signs of a crime. Joining us now, Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, the IRS made, what was it, 639 seizures in 2012, up 100 from 114 in 2005. What in the world? We know that some of the management of that agency is out of control politically. Now what are they doing?
Well, can you think of anything more un-American than punish first and charge, perhaps if we decide to charge later? That's effectively what this is. Congress wrote a statute that made it a crime to structure. Structuring is for businesses that regularly deposit money. They know that if they deposit cash in their bank account, $10,000 or more, the bank will report it to the feds.
Right.
But if they deposit $9,999 on a regular basis, no reporting. But if you do that enough, that will be reported, and you'll be charged with structuring. Ordering your bank account so as to avoid federal oversight.
So there's no requirement for intent, no requirement for criminal activity, no requirement for investigation, no requirement for a judge's order?
When the statute was originally written, all of those requirements you just ticked off on your fingers was in the statute. And then the IRS said, it's too difficult, and Congress changed the statute. So Congress expressly authorized the IRS to do this. The same Congress that took an oath to uphold the Constitution is permitting the IRS to seize funds from totally innocent people.
Which party was in charge of these chambers when that occurred?
The president was George W. Bush, and it was his first term in office. It was Republicans.
All the way?
Yes.
Republicans in the Senate, Republicans in the Congress.
And a Republican in the White House. Correct.
Unbelievable.
Because the first person to be convicted under the old statute, which required knowingly, willfully, and intentionally, that conviction was overturned by the Supreme Court when it found that the government didn't prove knowingly, willfully, and intentionally. So the Congress removed that language from the statute and said, go ahead and seize away. This has been going on for years. The New York Times did a great public service by revealing this on the front.
By the way, I don't often say New York Times twice in one broadcast.
I understand that. But by revealing this on Sunday morning with very, very serious stories of businesses being put out of the business because suddenly they couldn't use their bank accounts, the Times did a public service. The IRS said, well, we'll think these things through.
It turned